Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Battle Brothers. So, today we're in Ivandorf. Just kind of waiting on a new ambition, so we're gonna do a few contracts here, see what there is to do. So let's see here. There is an unearthed tome just northeast of here. Retrieve a relic by the name of the Petrified Almanac. I think that's how you say that. Pretty simple, yeah? Sure, let's talk money, and we'll accept that offer. And see where we can go, because I don't think I've gotten any retinue, right? Yeah, okay. So that being said, I know directions. I was thinking it was northwest. So let's head up here. I do want to double check before we go in that some people have healed. Because there's some people with some kind of bad injuries. Okay. So, Lorky's has healed, and the others has healed. Yeah, we should be good. Ingmar here could probably use I was going to say a better weapon, but if I'm going up against, certain enemies, I might want that flail. That's what I was thinking. You don't step into the ruins so much as clamber, hobbling over the stones like a bat trying to walk upright. Getting to the bottom of the descent, you find what looks like hundreds of clay pots, old chariots, much old, more mulch than wood, and metal water basins filled with rust, shields, and spears. Hubert takes a torch and throws its glow towards the wall. Great murals run along the length of them. I just love the description of some of this stuff. Each step you take seems to unveil another ancient victory until finally you come to a great painted map. There you see a continent overrun with the rule of an empire, its gilded belly blackened by its borders. Hubert walks over, Petrified Almanac in hand. You nod and tell him it's time to go. When the two of you turn around, there's a man standing there with a spear in one hand and a shield in the other. Another figure joins him, and another. Their steps hitting the stone floor with metal malice. You yell to the mercenaries to run, and both of you abandon the ruins in a hurry. The staccato clap of death march on your heels. Outside you wheel around to order the men to get ready to fight. Before the sellswords can so much as draw his sword, a stream of armored soldiers emerge from the ruins. Stack formations, level their spears at you. Their lieutenant points a decayed finger and speaks a voice so graveled the words way deep in your chest. The empire rises. The king must die. Again with that. So here we are with the undead. We're going to wait for them to come to us because they are very, very slow. We might be able to do some range damage to them. Let's see here. Let's go at someone without a shield. I have 55 for the guy down here, so we're going to try for that. There goes his armor. And just wait for them to come to us again. Ouchie. None of them are coming to the guys I can hit with, so just keep waiting. There we go. There's one down. I'm gonna come down here so we can throw up. And we'll hit the ones that are easy to take out. I'm gonna try to disarm here. And that worked really well. Pole mace didn't do much. Gonna have to go up with Lorky here. There's one for Ayard, Ingmar. Let's go. I was gonna say go over the shield, but no. Alright. Oh, a skeleton went first. Full mace, nope. Crush that one. Go up. We might want Lorky to go sooner. There we go. Now, Ayard's not gonna die. Or, Ingmar, rather. Probably should have rallied him, but, eh. Hit 1, hit 2. Just need this guy with the shield down, but I don't see this happening very easy. Let's try to disarm him. Yeah? Nope. Okay. Just keep running around there, buddy. There we go. Just had to break the helmet that I kind of wanted. There we go. Throwing axe got the job done. Asigur leveled up. Ernest leveled up. Hubert leveled up. Let's bring up the leveling thing I have, because I should have had that up before I started this, yeah? Alright, so what do we get out of that? Ancient household helmets that are 95, some spears, a phalanx, a broken ancient sword, and some shields, and 150 gold. Well, they were pointing me out specifically again. Cool. Let's do these level up. So Hubert leveled up. I think I'm having him, you know, I have a let me look this up quick. Backup banner, get reacquainted with people. So I think I'm going to have him be a two-handed cleaver too, once I get another two-handed weapon. Or both of these guys be a two-handed, but that being said, he's going to need Colossus. And then we're going to take melee skill, defensive skill. That's a really good defensive. And then he's going to need a lot of HP. A Seeger here is tank. I just got rotate. I have Pathfinder. It says brawny, but I do... yeah, I don't really have good gear for him. I guess I can throw on the Worn Mail shirt because he's going to need it. And we can throw on one of these helmets because that's going to give him better stuff. And then we can take the brawny perk, because that will give him a fatigue and initiative penalty from wearing armor and a helmet's reduced by 30%. So he gets a little extra there. That's going to do more later on. We're going to give him... his melee is not doing well, but more defense, more health. And then our banner bro here, we're going to grab Rally the Troops. And level up health, resolve, and melee attack. So now his resolve is at 87 and everyone gets a little piece of that. And then back to Ivandorf, so we can get paid for that. Okay, we get to choose our new ambition. I can raid caravans, but that would go contradictory to me, like, trying to get good relations with people. Travel south and take on contracts for the ruling people. Oh, here's one. Get Rally the Troops, which I just got, and I'll get a unique item for that. So, I think I know what the item is, but since we already have that ambition, let's do it. You were unsure at first about assigning Ernest to this important task, for he was as committed to revelry and carousing as any other man. Remember, the monk. But Ernest takes to his duties with a zeal that is as admirable, at first admirable, worrying later. Scoffing at dawn as the rising hour of a cowardly and infirm, Ernest decides that everyone must start their day much earlier. He runs the men through the usual sparring routines and checks their equipment for splits and wear. But to such light work, he adds a strict rule about setting up, breaking camp, formation drills, lessons on flanking, and forced marches with stones in their packs. Oh, I would hate this man. And detailed punishment regime for anyone who dares fall behind. Words such as backbreaking, cruel, flint-hearted, and merciless, as well as dozens others saltier epithets ring in the air whenever Ernest is safely out of earshot, though never when he is sleeping, for the brothers have learned that he never truly sleeps. I gained Sergeant Sash. This will help us greatly. So he gets the Sergeant Sash, which is plus 10 resolve, so now he has 100. And that got me 300 crowns, and Ivandorf is in high spirits. So let's see if we can't sell some of this stuff. And there's a better contract. I don't think that broken sword's going to be very good for me. And these shields aren't very good. So, alright. What's this one? That's where my rare coin collection used to sit. If you couldn't tell, it's gone. The thieves who took it should be easy to track down. They're good thinkers in the night, those brigands, but they make mistakes aplenty during the day. Footprints, crowns ill spent. You should be able to track them down. Do you understand? I want you to get my property back. 570 crowns. Sure, buddy. Is there anyone here that might be helpful? Okay, I was just going, why is this guy 120 and this guy is 340? Because he comes with a pitchfork and a tunic. Let's get Emmerich. See what he has. He's probably not going to be very good, but we can put him through the ringer. See if he does much for us. Ingmar probably needs to heal up, so we'll throw him in Ingmar's spot and go for these thieves. Oh, they're going to be in the mountains. Nope, they're right there. One of them has good armor. Oh, don't go over there, guys. Okay, I want to double check something here. Let's take this dagger off of him. Maybe throw it on someone who can use it. Just in case I want to grab his armor. The thieves are quite human. A simple crew of vagabonds and brigands. They arm themselves as you try to attack. So a few thugs, a poacher, a marksman, and a few raiders. So what you're telling me is they have good gear. So a boar spear and some chainmail. I want that armor. He has a crossbow. Oh no. You tried to sling at me. Just wait for them to come to us like the stupids they are. He does have a very nice shield, so he might be hard to get down. Any way I go about it. Just try to make them come to us. And get some higher ground here. Actually, if I go right here and then Adrenaline, I can go right at him. Well, there goes his helmet. I think I keep the armor there. And the heater shield. And we're gonna Adrenaline again. So much for those throwing axes there, buddy. Now, other people are out of position here, which is unfortunate, but... Well, I can whip this guy and potentially do something, yeah? Blow that horn. Maybe we do something. 77 to cleave. And we miss once. I want him gone. Nope. Throwing axe. Do your thing. Missed twice out of 75. Okay, he's running away. Go at the other raider. So most of them are running now. Gonna go at the crossbow so they can't shoot. Go at the hammer. Oh! Who was that? That's not a brigand raider. But we just lost something somewhat big there. Ire died, potentially. That hammer hurts. Let's get in range of the poacher there. Take out the thug. And now everyone wants to run. So now it's a matter of just getting them down. And the final one goes. Come on, run for me. Ire did die. Oh, man. But we did get a kite shield out of that, which is really good for ranged defense. We did get the two-handed mallet. We did get the patched chainmail. We did lose whatever Ire was using, but we did get his helmet back. Okay. A little bit of a loss there. I don't think that was worth what we got. Ired was a big loss. You know what we'll do is we'll just kind of collapse things here. This is a deep chest cut that's going to take a while to heal, so we're going to put Rashid back. We can split this gear up though. So the patched mail shirt, I'm going to repair this for now, and if it gets like healed up or like repaired in time, we can definitely use that. I think I want the kite shield over the Sipar shield for broker there. And this is a 110 over 105 for broker. And then we can kind of just transfer things around. So the leather helmet can go to Jabika. Put this on Hubert. And the nasal helmet here, which eventually will get repaired, goes here. So back to Ivandorf. I was not expecting to lose him there. Alright. Sellsword, will you sell me a word of your success? Sure. As you give him the coins and get 570 crowns. No more work here. I did want to double check a few things. So I'm fine on tools and supplies. I'm kind of fine on medical supplies. I get a really good price here on stuff. Because I have a crossbow, I want to give Gustav the crossbow, and we can give him a quiver of bolts. Doesn't look like they have any extra bolts or anything though. I'm going to sell the ancient spears because they're not as good as the boar spears. That way we have a little room and a little bit more money. And I'm going to go down to Bokenberg here and hope they have a contract for me. And then once we're here, we'll wait out the night. New ambition. I really want to catch the eyes of the noble houses. I can get crowns in the southern states again. None of them have, like, long-lasting effects other than catching the eyes of the noble houses, so let's get professional here. Which, right now, I am competent, so that's not going to be too long. There's nothing here at Bokenberg for me. Although that being said, I would like to maybe hire someone. Nah, I really would like to get the retinue stuff, so let's head to Blankwasser. If I remember right, this has like a bandit leader and a lot of raiders at that camp, so I'm kind of trying to stay away from it. I'm not going at the 9 Nazars. Screw it. We'll raid them. Place doesn't like me anyway. $65, $60. And we still miss. Oh, yeah, we'll go here. Go first with Lorky. All right. Plonk. Reload, and let's get the guy way back there, maybe? Nope. Then let's go for the caravan hands that are right by me. Kind of surprised that guard is staying way back there. Just get close to him, take him out. Bonk. Go first. I was gonna say, if you hurt Ernest, I'm gonna hurt you much worse, sir. And he wants to run. I'm gonna run them down. Gonna wait with you. Hit the donkey. Donkey. Wait with you. Oh, fine. Alright, Gustav, can you take him out? Nope. Hubert, little extra experience for you. Hey, Jakiba leveled up. Alright, so any trade goods here? No, that's kind of what I was hoping for. We did get 93 crowns. We did get a short sword to sell. Strange meat. I'm going to go with the fact that it's donkey meat. We did get some food that I really needed. Okay. Blankwasser. Hey, they have a contract for me. Hey, things sell for absolutely horrible prices here. Okay, so Rashid actually leveled up at some point? What? I thought it was Jakiba who leveled up. Jakiba did level up. You're gonna need more fatigue. And what do we got for you? So, let's see here. I give you a two-handed weapon, which I should be doing. 40 to 70, 35 to 70, 50, 40. The mallet does so much more. Okay. Your defense is only 8, but you're level 4, so that should be going 3 level, 8 levels, 24. You should be fine. So yeah, I can probably go with this build. So we're going to have them be another Zerker. They're just pretty good with that. Backup banner. You get student. Go attack. Health. Resolve. Then cleaver. I don't really have a two-handed cleaver, do I? This counts as a... Scythe is a cleaver. So if I get... How hard would it be to adjust this? I should just do this. Okay. I'm gonna put the axe on Lorky, taking the scythe over, because then I can give them the whip, and then that counts as a cleaver as well. Can also give them the patched mail shirt for now then. Can take Ingmar out of there. And let's see about this contract. I hear you have a nose for finding people. Something has been stolen again. My Tome of Arcane Knowledge. 260 crowns in advance, 250 when the job is done. You know, there's so little magic in the game that I wonder if this is actually a good idea. And I'm kind of tempted to buy these amber shards, but we'll do that once prices drop a little bit for doing this. Because, like... Nah, I probably shouldn't be fighting them at night. If I'm... this is very low magic. And he's like, yeah, my arcane tome has been stolen. Do you do magic? Magic bad. People get burned at the stake for magic. So, I don't know. That would be my interpretation of how events might unfold here. At 1 of 9 down. We're going to adrenaline that. Jackie Ball. Thought you'd be able to bonk him good. Oh, we can hit this thug without getting in anyone's way. Probably should have reloaded there. I go up. Nah, we're gonna have to go here. Throwing axe. Now he wants to run away. Some use that axe is gonna be, sir. Bonk. Over adrenaline. Then, let's see here. Reload this. Who can I fire into, realistically? I can try to hit these back guys, because I think they're just going to be guarded by these. And if I hit, I hit. Banner goes up, banner hits guy right there and takes him out. Cool. Bonk 1, bonk 2. Man, the pole mace is not getting much use right now. Probably should have actually tangled one of them up. We'll wait with that. Missed with throwing axe. Friggin' thug wants to go down, decapitate him. Tying up all 3 of these, and we can go for a poacher who now is running. Lorky, just to tie up another guy. And, I mean, now everyone's in combat, whether they like it or not. A whiff and everything there. Oh, can I not hit someone from there? I'll go for the poacher. Then 1 at 2, and I mean just this poor guy left who I don't think I'm gonna get the chance to switch to daggers and take him out that way. There we do. I do. Okay. I'm gonna run him down. Does anyone have daggers for this guy? Not that it's gonna matter, but... because that at least gives me a chance at getting his armor. You don't have anything. I don't think Jakiba has... Jakiba does have a dagger. Now I put daggers on everyone that can get it. There we go. Alright, Gustav leveled up. Hubert and Emmerich. I went through that extra trouble and didn't even get his armor. Short sword's good. Extra daggers, always, I mean, it's a knife, not a dagger, but helpful for situations like that. The battle over, you pick up your Tome of Arcane Knowledge and look it over. Was this really worth the lives of so many people? I know what you're thinking, Sellsword. The voice breaks in. You draw your sword and aim at the stranger who has seemingly appeared from nowhere. You're thinking, what if someone paid you good money to steal that artifact? What if someone would pay me a good deal of money? Perhaps more than the man who paid you to retrieve it in the first place. I was not thinking that. I was not thinking that at all, sir. An interesting thought. The man smiles. 570 crowns. That's how much I'll give you for it. That was a thieves' share, plus extra. More than fair deal. Of course your employer will be unhappy, but that's not my choice to make. How much was I getting paid? Like 300? I think I was getting 340 total, and I got paid up front. The thing about getting paid up front is they're gonna be super pissed with me, and I like this people. These are some of the few people that actually hire me. I can't afford to piss them off. So we're paid to return it. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, 310 total to return it. I'll level everyone up once we get back to Blank Officer. Take a look at everything there. I really should have told him about the guy who wanted me to give him the stuff, but whatever. Alright, so Hubert, two-handed cleaver specialist. I'm gonna skip student and I'm gonna skip gifted in favor of getting a few other perks here. So I'm gonna go straight into adrenaline with him. And then we get melee skill, we get defense, and we go straight into hit points with him. Emmerich, what do we do with you, my boy? You have a very high melee skill already, so that's a bonus. The melee defense there is only because of your shield, yeah? Yeah, you have a -1. We'll see what the rolls are. I am genuinely surprised. So that melee defense is pretty good. Like, these are really good rolls for him. I'm gonna level him like a 0 stam. I think other people call it like a stam neutral or something. Get Colossus just for the health. He has 92 health, wow. And just see how he does. I have very high hopes, even though he doesn't have melee defense or melee skill, and we'll see what happens with him. Like, he has the potential of being really good. And then contract. Alright, don't be alarmed, Sellsword, but they're saying ghosts are afoot. The local peasants are poisoning my mornings with constant talk of ghosts and goblins. They say that there are creatures that turn the cemetery upside down, raiding the graves to enlarge their army or some such nonsense. Of course, it's work of some spade-working men and the intent of robbing graves for jewelry. I've seen it before. Let's talk money. 890 for grave robbers. Now, this quest has a potential of being some other stuff. Rattlebone's Crypt. So it could be grave robbers, or it could be a few other things, if I recall correctly. So I do actually want to go there with like a full contingent of healed people, because this could get ugly fast. Do I have like a two-handed weapon I can give this guy? In fact, I'm gonna camp here until day and hire another guy. Casimir the Bull or Horst? Casimir the Bull, you are hired. Well, I mean, he's got very high initiative. Doesn't that have something to do with, like, nimble or something? So we can do melee with him. For now, I'm going to give him a scimitar. This is the falchion that's better. 40 to 45 is scimitar. So falchion is not better. And then I'm going to give him a better hat. I'm going to give him better armor. And he needs a shield after the throwing net's used. The reason I'm doing this is I'm not going to go into the nest. I'm going to see if I can scout what's in it first. That's just a thing for wanting me to grow the retinue. Especially the quest for the crypts, or like the... That's not going to tell me what's in here. I'm going to pause here because I also need to level up a few other people. These can be anything. So it could be grave robbers. It could be the bone soldiers that we found with these the skeletons. I think I found rider guys or something like that. Zombies, and I think it can be the ghoul. I can't pronounce the other thing. Nazers. So this could be like one of 4 or 5 different things. Gustav here. He has an archer thrower. I want to level him up quick. He has Pathfinder, Student, and Quick Hands. Next thing I want to get him... I should be getting him Quick Hand, or Throwing Mastery, but I don't have enough throwing weapons. That's what I think I want to do on Lars as well. And the next thing after that would be light armor specialization. So not sure I want to specialize in the crossbows or anything. So I think what I'm actually going to do is take bags and belts. That way they can have additional quivers or something like that on them, or additional throwing weapons should I need that in mid-combat. Where's bags and belts? Unlock 2 extra bag slots to carry your favorite things, and items in bags no longer give a penalty to fatigue except two-handed weapons. Alright. Let's figure out what this is. You find grave robbers just as they thought. Okay. I mean, like I said, it could have been anything. I've had this be like 14 Nazers at one point. Not this particular quest, but... These are very well armored grave robbers, by the way. I guess some people were buried with some pretty good armor. I want to see if this guy with the hook comes in, because then I can get a good old hit on him. Oh, Casimir. What's your hit chance here? 43. And a net is that. Okay. So I'm going to net. Just so we have the better chance of hitting this guy. Then Lorky comes here. I'm gonna adrenaline with him. Ingmar, I'm gonna go for the head to try to preserve the armor. Gonna wait with him. Broker. Yeah, come down, that way you can hit the Brigand Raider right here. Rashid. Gonna go up and around. Not gonna be hitting the people I want. Pole mace. If we stand right here, we can hit the guy in the net. There we go. And then adrenaline. Guy in the net goes down. Adrenaline again. Gonna hit the hook if I can. There we go. Adrenaline again. Oh, it got my helmet a little messed up there. Or my helmet's just gone. Alright, let's see if I can't hit again. Nope. Oof. Well, at the Brigand Raider here. Oh, that's a new move. At least one down there. Over the shield. Not doing great here. A broker can switch with Ernest there. Okay. Gonna go at the kite shield here just because I don't want to deal with the shield or the riposte there. Okay, that's one more down. Lorky isn't doing good. Unarmed, 59, 42. We're gonna go at the 59 here. Going for the bill hook. Decapitate. There we go. Adrenaline again. Come on. There we go. He wants to run, so we're gonna go at the Brigand Raider up top. That's a miss. Try to put a bolt in him. No. How about throwing axes? There we go. Oh, Casimir, come on, man. There we go. Over the shield. Okay, Rashid, put up that shield and then hit him. Broker, I want you to rotate. That way less people are going at him, then hit the hook. Now hit hook again. Surprised he got away. But he might bleed out. No more riposte. So break him down. Gonna wait a tad. Gonna go at the bill hook again. That's a miss. Trying to hit the guy that's fleeing. Down he goes. Gonna wait for the riposte here. Lars can switch out his axes. Waiting there. Waiting. Hitting the bill hook. Bill hook down. They're both fleeing. and just doing what we can now. Ending that turn. Slashy slash. Pokey poke. And let's hit him with the flail. Of course we're running them down. What are you talking about? That got a little sketchy. A lot of people leveled up. And I got one whole patched mail shirt. Although I did get an arming sword and a better flail. We did get their shield, and we got 2 of the hooked blades. Along with, oh, that's a better nasal helmet. And a hand axe. So that was very much worthwhile. Okay, so let's take a look here. Because I had wanted to do some shenanigans with him. So if I give him a hooked blade, I can probably work some stuff in. And we can probably give him some better armor. The flail I've been using here, we're going to upgrade. So from 20 to 45 to 25 to 55. And more damage against armor. That's cool. Broker can get a better helmet here. Which means we can transfer a few helmets around. The backup banner here can use the hooked blade, so he can stay back. We only got 1 major injury out of that too. Lars the crossbow, we're gonna do either crossbow or throw. We're gonna do range skill. I want a little more resolve there, and then we're gonna do some maximum fatigue, and then we're gonna do bag. Actually, we have throwing weapons on them, so we're going to do some throwing mastery. So, builds up 25% less fatigue. Damage is increased by 30% when attacking at a 2-tile distance, 20% at a 3-tile distance. So they do a little bit more damage. Gustav leveled up again. Let me look at my thing here. So we're going to get footwork. This lets them maybe get out of a zone of control. A little bit of survivability there. Oh, I just never got their stats. That's what happened. So, range skill, little bit of fatigue. Little bit of resolve. Lorky, 2-handed Zerk. I think Pathfinder is the last thing I got on them because I never got gifted. So I'm going to grab Underdog. Defense malice due to being surrounded no longer applies. If the attacker has a backstabber perk, that effect is negated and the normal defense malice due to being surrounded is applied instead. I'm not sure what half of that does, but if the attacker has backstabbers, kind of the main reason I wanted this. So, like, if I'm engaged with an opponent and another comes up to me and tries to backstab me, now you don't get that. But I'm sure, like, later on, there are a lot of fights where, like, I'm outnumbered, and I've had that happen to me. That's doing a lot more numbers than I'm thinking it's going to do, so I thought Underdog would be pretty helpful. 75 attack. He's getting up there. Defense, and then we can take some health as well. 101 health, I love it. Ingmar, adrenaline. And then attack, defense, health. Actually, with his defense only being at 2, I kind of want a little bit of resolve there. Just because his resolve isn't where I like it. I know I should be taking a little bit of defense, but just in case stuff hits the fan, I would like a little bit higher resolve there. Which has happened to me many, many times. Do I need to repair anything here? I got an arming sword, so I should repair this. I have a lot of stuff I could sell, but I want to make sure I'm getting a good price for it as well. So there's 890 crowns, no longer has terrified villagers. My problem, did you take care of it? I wouldn't be standing here if I hadn't. I mean, unless I was lying about that, but... Alright, we can't get anything more here. I want to... they don't have very much for tools and supplies. Like, I mean, they do, but they're not selling them at a great price. And I'm not getting a very good price on goods. So I want to... I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go back to Ivandorf. maybe a pit stop at Bokenberg, see if they have anything for me. I'm going to offload stuff at Ivandorf because I have a lot. And then at Ivandorf, just making sure I have the money to get there, I'm going to get a retinue person. And I'll show what that kind of is there for the people who don't know what it is. Just in case, like, you're seeing this for the first time. Oh, 4 brigands. 4 brigand raiders. I want to make sure everyone's in decent health for this before I go all in on them. I also want to make sure of something here. So 40 to 45. Arming Sword is 40 to 45, but does a little bit more, but Arming Sword probably isn't the right case to use here because it's almost broken. Throw a few knives on people. Yeah, we'll fight the 4 Brigand Raiders. I'm not sure why there's just 4 of them. He's really not doing well now. Bonk. Adrenaline. If I go here, I can attack. There's another one down. Since I'm essentially in combat already, then we'll adrenaline. This guy already wants to run. Go here so I can attack both of them. Have to go around already. And we can hit the guy who isn't running. Make sure we do a bit of damage to him, yeah? Broker, do your thing. I'm kind of surprised there's only 4 raiders there. But we did get some nice armor. Leather lamellar. I'm not sure what lamellar is, but I mean, 3 pieces that are 95 apiece. Woodcutter's axe, wooden shield, 144 armor on the... I mean, this was on the way. I mean... So let's go. Let's go sell stuff. There's a 3-star here. I definitely want to sell stuff, though, for taking that on. And there are cheap tools and supplies here, so I'm going to grab that. So I think what I'm going to do... Oh, it might be an unhold. That could be fun. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'll come back to that. I'm going to go up to Ivandorf. Sell all my stuff, because I almost have a full thing right now. Go back to Bokenberg, maybe. Do that quest, which I think I know what it's going to be. Maybe buy another quiver of bolts? Nah, we'll pass on that. But I can sell stuff for a good price here, or at least I used to be able to. But this is the best I'm going to be able to for a while. I was hoping to get some more thrown items, but oh well. And we'll do that. So, what I'm thinking here is... let's pawn off a lot of the lower level stuff. Like anything below 50 helmet-wise. A lot of this low-level armor there. Military spear or militia spear I didn't need. The short spear or short swords I don't really need. I have better. The bludgeons I don't need. Definitely don't need that pickaxe. Where I'm kind of struggling here is with some of these other items, if I want them or not. I can probably sell one of the reinforced flails. I definitely don't want the staff slings. I probably don't want the nomad sling. I think I have enough of the other shields, so we can do that. Kind of surprised the falchion isn't worth more. I think I'm gonna sell the morning stars and these, just because I really don't use maces too often. And that'll get me a little bit of a bumper. So I use 179 a day. Now what I'm thinking is I can use this money I just got to use a retinue. Now there's two I want. I want the negotiator because I can get better contracts, and these people are going to be very much less pissed off with me a lot quicker. Like, Bergwall's already less mad with me, but I think it's going to take time for everything else, and then I can worry less about people attacking me. Like, mercenary groups from up here will attack me eventually if I'm not careful. And I definitely want the scavenger here, because he gets me, recovers ammo I use during battle and recovers tools and supplies from armor I destroy. So I will be spending a lot less on tools and supplies, which, as you just saw a little bit earlier, that is going to significantly impact how much I'm spending. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the scavenger first, and that's going to help me pay for the negotiator, which vice versa. I think getting the negotiator is not going to help as much pay for the scavenger. So let's hire him. Now I have 700 gold left to help me start getting the negotiator, and I'm going to go back to Bolkenberg, which I think is going to be an on-hold fight, and that's where we're going to pick up from next time. So that's going to do it for this time. Hope everyone's been enjoying the series. Let me know your thoughts, all that jazz down in the comments. I know some people are going to be telling me to go get money down in the arena, which I think is in either Dahab or Quadam, but I've been kind of avoiding that until I can get Taunt here, which is going to be one of the next few things I get on both Boker and a Seeger. So that's going to be coming up in the next few episodes. I just want Taunt on those for a few specific fights that I know are going to happen. And then we'll go back to the arena, because I do know they give good gear. Kind of a noob at this, so it might not be the most entertaining thing in the world, but I'm really enjoying the game so far. I'm glad a few people suggested I go play this, because originally I wanted to, then I put it off for a while, then I wanted to, then I put it off for a while, and then I just kind of went, hey, a few people are really wanting me to, they keep DMing me about it, I'm gonna go do it. So, that's gonna do it for this time. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz, and otherwise, as always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.